Welcome to Republic Jet Center,
a boutique premier FBO service provider in East Farmingdale, New York.
your gateway to world-class events like the Ryder Cup, coming to Bethpage Black Golf Course, just 11 minutes from this FBO.
Avoid city congestion and arrive in style with no delays. On-site U.S. Customs, TSA screening, and premium ground transportation.
Only 45 minutes from Manhattan.
RepublicJetCenter.com.
Ask their client services team about exclusive hotel accommodation and concierge services.
RepublicJetCenter.com.
Smart Water Alkaline with antioxidant.
Whoa, that's refreshing.
And a 9.5 plus pH for every way you move.
I did take a spin class today.
Restoring like a pro. Smart Water Alkaline with antioxidant. For those with a taste for taste. Grab yours today.
Sunday morning, time to reflect. With us today is Raymond Kelly, and he has been the police commissioner, the longest-serving police commissioner in the New York Police Department. 14 years police commissioner under Mayor Dinkins and under Mayor Blumberg. And let's have a reflection on a Sunday morning. The NYPD, the greatest police department ever in the world, and what the future lies. Commissioner Kelly, give us your opinion. What the heck is going on?
Well, as you well know, John, we have a tried and true socialist running for mayor, and he looks like he's doing very well in the polls. Mandani is an ideologue who looks to literally change the city's way of life. Even the New York Times says that he is unqualified. But the police department, this is a target of Mr. Mandani. He's talked about it in very nasty terms for years. Now, he's that because he certainly thinks that he's got to be more in the center to get elected. So he's not mentioning the police. I think the police are mentioned once in his platform. But I believe that he will reduce the police department significantly. He's creating a new department of public safety. Nobody really knows what that is. His notion is that emotionally disturbed people are more comfortable with non-police. And the reality is, we've done these experiments in the past. The reality is that the mental health workers don't want to go without the police. These can be very dangerous calls that put them at risk. Last night, we had a sergeant who was wounded in the head at a domestic violence call, but that's similar to the EDPs, as we call them. So he is a problem. He is anti-Semitic. He is someone who has a lot of crazy ideas. City-owned stores and all sorts of things like that. But he has started to move to the center because he knows he needs that area to be elected. So I'm concerned. I think many people in the city are concerned. And the polls, as we know right now, he's ahead in the polls. And of course, if he is elected, there'll be a war with Washington. He's made many anti-President Trump statements that we know President Trump. They're not going to go unnoticed, and they're not going to go unresponded to. So it's not, for me anyway, not a particularly optimistic time. I think Jessica Tisch, she's a police commissioner. She's doing a great job, and I'd certainly like to see her stay in the department as a commissioner. But we don't know what her relationship will be with a socialist mayor, a Muslim mayor. We just don't know. So it's an uncertain time for New Yorkers.
I understood. And we're all worried about it. I'm getting a lot of phone calls. From every aspect of New York City, common sense people, middle class people, and they're worried that the mayor of the city of New York has too much control over the police department, and he might hurt the police department. And I also heard, I think last week from the PBA that there might be a mass exodus of very qualified police officers.
2025, this year, is the highest number of police officers leave the department. Now, what's going to happen if a socialist mayor, who has land-based the police throughout his public career, short as it is, they're going to continue to leave. And that's going to be a real problem for us. And also, he's going to be taking resources from the department, as I said, to form this Department of Public Safety. And nobody is certain what that organization is supposed to do or going to do. So, yeah, manpower is a real issue in the department. It started leaving in big numbers at the beginning of Mayor Adams' term as mayor, and it's continued. And of course, with a socialist mayor, it's going to be a real challenge, I think, to keep the numbers of the police department where they should be.
And qualified individuals that can handle the problems New York has had. And that's what I'm worried about, that we're going to lose a lot of experienced people.
Yeah, you're right. And I certainly hope they don't lower the standards, because that's the tendency if you're not hiring enough people to do something with the standards, the tests, or whatever. That's a mistake. You get tested by that situation, and the qualifications have to remain high.
Understood. Well, Ray Kelly, you had a great 14 years. You were the best police commissioner New York has ever had. Thank you for your service, and keep advising our citizens, keep advising the people of New York, and let's catch up again real soon.
Okay, and thanks so much for the compliment, John. See you soon.
Thank you.
The following is a paid political announcement.
Lifelong Democrat Diana Florence served for 25 years as a Manhattan prosecutor under DA Robert Morgenthau. She put criminals away, stood up for victims, and protected our streets. Now, Diana is challenging failed Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg as an independent, because it's time for a DA who fights for our families, not criminals. That's why Diana has won the support of organized labor, like the steamfitters, plumbers, and ironworkers, everyday New Yorkers who want a DA they can trust. Manhattan needs a DA who will do the job, prosecute crime. That's Diana Florence. Under Alvin Bragg, crime is up and prosecutions are down. Bragg doesn't prosecute crime. He plays partisan politics. Bragg failed to protect women and failed to protect workers. As a prosecutor, Diana Florence won groundbreaking convictions, fighting against corruption, domestic violence, wage left, and deadly working conditions. She's always been a partner of unions, community groups, and to cops like us. For Manhattan District Attorney, vote for Diana Florence. Diana4DA.com. Paid for by Diana for Manhattan DA.
Welcome to Republic Jet Center,
A boutique premier FBO service provider in East Farmingdale, New York.
your gateway to world-class events like the Ryder Cup, coming to Bethpage Black Golf Course, just 11 minutes from this FBO.
Avoid city congestion and arrive in style with no delays. On-site U.S. Customs, TSA screening, and premium ground transportation.
Only 45 minutes from Manhattan.
RepublicJetCenter.com.
Ask their client services team about exclusive hotel accommodation and concierge services.
RepublicJetCenter.com.